Algernon works to find minority homes for minority children. Algernon, do you think that Byron should be placed with a black family as opposed to Michael and
The work that
Karen?
we do at our agency, COAC, basically is recruiting African-American and Latino families for African-American and Latino children. And there's not a shortage of African-American families for the children or Latino families for the children. And the question I go back to is initially when kids are placed in foster care, they should be placed in African-American homes. It's a cultural aspect, and it's not about being racist, I think, in our position, but that children in a racist society need to have the support of African-American families, as well as Latino families.
I guess the problem I have with that is this thing about cultural identity. Nobody wants to diminish heritage and culture. That's not it, but it's becoming a tool and a mask for racism, because what is so bad of a Hispanic child growing up in a black home? Tell me what is so bad about that.
Wait. Let me ask you a question. I grew up with an African-American family. I lived in a dominant society. I still live in a dominant society. It took me all the years of my 36 years of life to understand about my African culture. And I think many of the children that are brought up in homes, even if they're African-American homes, have to be taught African-American culture in a society that's racist. And I have no problem with people adopting outside of the race, but the issue I'm talking about, though, primarily, is that we find homes for black kids. There are many black families who come to my organization who want to adopt black kids. It's a bureaucratic problem, but the families are there. My first preference, though, is to find them.
Well,
and throughout the country, they're there. Throughout the country, the issue lies in recruitment of families. What are the agencies doing to black families?
My point is, we should be recruiting good families of every color, not just
I agree.
Bottom line, Algernon, I want to ask you, should Byron remain with this family?
I think that an African-American home should be found for Byron. Byron, how old is Byron?
Now we're putting culture over nurture.
Byron is 16 months old, and I think the agency's responsibility initially for Byron is to go into an African-American home as a foster home.
Let me ask
because the families are there.
There's one thing that I want to address to you. Right now, you just stated, I'm 36 years old, and it took me 36 years to learn my race, my black race. That means that this gentleman right here had just said prior, he says, I wish I was placed in a black home, but I'm black and white, but I look more black. He looks Spanish to me. And the other thing I want to tell you, I'm Puerto Rican, but I was born and raised in America. I'm American before I'm Puerto Rican, even though I feel I'm Puerto Rican. My parents did not teach me my Puerto Rican heritage. I learned it in the library, and I did the effort.